Welcome dear fans. Today we are gonna rank the most beautiful and attractive girls from Ben 10 Classic. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you wanna see more ranking content. Fans, after a bit of thought, I managed to make this template. I'll drop the link in the description so you can make your own ranking too. Let's not waste any more time and get started. Let me explain real quick. We are ranking girls from S to D based on attractiveness. So S tier will have the most beautiful girls, while B tier will have the least attractive ones. Of course, we might rearrange them along the way depending on how it goes. This woman, if I remember correctly, she's Ben's teacher. She's middle-aged, got wrinkles on her face, so I can really say she is that attractive. Of course, there are prettier ones out there. She doesn't belong in the S tier. Not even in A. For now, let's keep her in B tier. This woman was a plumber, and if I'm not mistaken, we saw her in episodes related to a wedding. Those characters were all part of that episode anyway. If we rank her based on looks, she's a middle-aged woman, not really that beautiful. She can make it into S or A tier. A tier is fine for now. Actually, let's also rank ladies within each tier and order them among themselves. I think the teacher is more attractive than her, so for now the ranking looks good. Now this lady is Camille Mann, and we also saw her in the wedding episode. I think she's one of the most beautiful girls in Ben 10 Classic. But if I am not mistaken, she was actually an alien. I mean, does it even make sense to rank an alien? Maybe. If you consider her alien form, she really wouldn't fit on this list, so let's make a new tier called out. But since she has a human form, I rank her based on that, and honestly, she definitely deserves S tier. With her red hair, amazing body, and blue eyes, she absolutely belongs in S. Charmcaster. She was older than Ben and Gwen, but was still a kid. Now we can't really rank kids by attractiveness. Here's the thing, Charmcaster does have feminine features. It's noticeable in her body, and I guess she's around 15 or 16 years old. Based on that, I'm judging her as a young woman, not a child. Across all the series, I think Charmcaster is an attractive young woman, so I'll put her straight into S tier, but I don't think she's more attractive than Camille. Gwendoly Tennyson. So, Gwen's future self. She is a beautiful young woman and definitely deserves S tier in my opinion. She has got short hair and a unique style, but I don't think she's as stunning as some of the other girls. For now, let's keep her in S. Gwen's kid version. Since she's a child, it wouldn't be right to rank her based on attractiveness. Now there's a woman who looks older with wrinkles on her face. I don't find her very attractive because of her age. Since we can't put her in the out tier, and B isn't suitable either, let's keep her in C. So right now B tier is basically for middle-aged woman and C tier is for older woman. This lady's name was probably Joan. We meet her in the first farm episode. She had a son, blue-eyed, looking like Ben, but here's the thing, she's a young woman yet because she works on the farm. Her body looks quite muscular. Personally, I don't think muscles really suit a girl. Based on her looks, she could be in A tier, but her muscular build brings her down to B, in my opinion. She definitely attractive, but I wouldn't put her in the top tiers. Kaya Green, Ben's future wife, but since she's a child in Ben 10 Classic, she'll go in the out tier. Lucy Mann, since she's a child, I'm putting her in the out tier. We meet her in the wedding episode, and as far as I know, she is related to Ben. They are second cousins. As you know, Ben's cousins is Gwen, of course. This girl is Mandy. She appeared in the episode where Ben turned into Wildvine. She had a twin brother. Since she's a child, we can rank her on the attractiveness list, so she belongs in the out tier. This lady's name was Missy. In one episode of Ben 10, Missy appears along with Charmcaster and this other girl. It was probably an episode related to prison. If we rank her by attractiveness, she's a young and pretty woman. I think she is attractive, but not as much as the girls in S tier. I also don't think she is as unattractive as the lower tiers, so let's put her in A tier. I have no idea who this woman is. Judging by her appearance, she is middle-aged and her face has started to show wrinkles. Putting her in C tier would be an insult, so B works for now. I'd say she is the least attractive in B tier though. We also saw this woman in the wedding episode, I think. I don't remember her name. She looks like a young woman, but a bit unkempt, messy hair, dark circles under her eyes. Seems sleepy, kinda. If she were well groomed, I'd even put her in A tier, probably as most attractive in A. But as she is, she belongs in B tier. She's still pretty and being young is an advantage. But is she the most attractive in B tier? If we have to choose between a muscular young woman and an unkempt young woman, I guess no one will prefer the unkempt one, so she'll stay in second place. This woman, she was probably the minister's wife. We are judging her by appearance. She is a middle-aged woman with wrinkles on her face. She fits here. She is prettier than some others, but I don't think she's as attractive as the rest, so she'll probably stay here. Next is Pinky from the prison episode. I remember her name being Pinky. Judging by her appearance, she has a unique style. She's a young woman, but I don't think she's that beautiful. She definitely can't go in A tier. B tier suits her better. Being young, she is more attractive than the middle-aged woman, but less attractive than the other young woman. This one's name is Rojo, a villainous character, quite ruthless and dangerous. With short, unusual hair and a masculine style, I don't find her attractive. I'd probably put her in C tier, maybe. In fact, I think she might be the least attractive character, so she should go at the very bottom of C tier. Ben's mom, Sandra Tennyson, a beautiful, young and attractive woman with her blonde hair, blue eyes and perfect figure. She deserves the top of A tier, almost C tier, but I don't think she is as stunning as some of the other girls. A nurse or caretaker woman, naturally being older reduces her attractiveness, but Rojo is really ugly, so she's more attractive than her, I think. She's basically a masculine styled character. If you think differently, let's discuss it in the comments. This girl appears in the episode where Ben turns into Ghost Freak, I guess. Her name is Tiffany. She is an academy student and acted as a quit, so basically a student. Does she count as a child? Can we rank her for attractiveness? It's debatable. She does have feminine features since she's an academy student and likely older than Gwen. I'll say she's around Charmcaster's age, probably 15 or 16. Based on that, we can rank her. I'll put her in A tier. She is not as attractive as some others, but with her navy blue hair and unique, unusual style and being a young girl, she works. Thinking about it, she could be the most attractive girl in A tier. certainly, but she can't rise to S. Now, who is more attractive, Tiffany or Sandra Tennyson? I'll definitely say Sandra Tennyson, of course. Turbine appears as a villainous character, a supporting character in that episode. She was fighting with Grandpa Max. I think she's a very beautiful and attractive woman. Anyone who watched that episode probably fell for her, I guess. She definitely belongs in S tier. I would say she surpasses Gwendoly and even Charmcaster in attractiveness. But is she more attractive than Camille? That's really hard to decide, cause I think both are among the most attractive girls in Ben 10 Classic. I think Turbine has these greenish blue eyes which are beautiful, and her body type and style are very impressive. Who is the most attractive? Camille's red hair is an advantage, but being an alien is of course disadvantage. Probably because she is an alien, Turbine is more attractive, I think, so I'm putting Turbine in first place. This woman's name Vera Tennyson, I think, Grandpa Max's sister. Since she's older, I am putting her in C tier. Rojo is definitely the ugliest woman. Which one's more attractive, this one or that one? We are picking the better of the worst now. Vera Tennyson is a bit overweight, which is a disadvantage. I think this ranking works fine for now. We couldn't rank these characters since they are children, but in the later series they actually become really attractive, so this is the list we ended up with. Finally, I think it turned out to be a nice list. You know what to do if you want more tier list content. How would your list look? Share it in the comments. See you in the next videos and stay tuned with Ben 10.